Ever wonder why your food turned bad and why rosemary can turn back time?
If I could turn back time.
Well, this is due to the air around us that causes food to turn bad, and this is part of Mother Nature's design.
Can't you hear the earth screaming? You filthy solution for Earth pollution!
Preserving food has been one of the key advancements in human evolution. One may argue that if humans did not learn how to preserve food, we would still be living in the Stone Age by now. So, how do we prevent or prolong the inevitable of Mother Nature?
I am inevitable.
Decaying of food is caused by two things. 1. Microbes decomposition. 2. Oxidation decomposition. For microbes decomposition, it is not the breakdown of the food itself, but rather the growing of harmful fungi and bacteria in our food that makes food poisonous to us. This usually will turn food moldy and will not pass Gordon Ramsay's inspection.
What's that in there? Stuck to the cardboard box. No one gives a shit about. Look.
As for oxidation decomposition, this breakdown usually produces foul smells and also changes food both in taste and texture. This is due to the loss of electrons on the food molecules, which in layman's term turn all in our food rancid. Problems with this type of food decomposition are usually more severe than the latter.
Okay? No. One of the diners is feeling ill after eating a questionable lobster.
Samara, seriously, fishing. And that's what that man's just eating.
And the paramedics have just arrived on the scene.
So, if food is destined to perish, why do we still have abundance of it? Well, our food usually have their own defense mechanisms towards the decaying process, just like us with our immune system. However, modern food nowadays need extra help in preserving their freshness, as we, humans, require them to last weeks, months, and sometimes even years. With the introduction of modern chemical preservatives like sodium benzoate, benzoic acid, and nitrates, food lasts longer, food tastes fresher, and the best reference of modern food is Twinkies.
Where's the fucking Twinkies?
Well, what could be the harm if food lasts forever? Turns out a lot. Take for example sodium benzoate. There's a study that when mixed with vitamin C, it can turn to benzene, which is a known cancer-causing chemical in our body. So, what do we do?
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Are you afraid that I'm going to turn into some kind of criminal?
Turns out, Mother Nature had provided a solution with rosemary extract. You see, there is a phenolic in rosemary called carnosic acid, which is the reason why rosemary is a natural preservative. The reason why carnosic acid works as a natural preservative is because it is both an antimicrobial and also an antioxidant. It basically prevents two of the major factors of food decaying mentioned earlier. Don't believe me? Okay.
You're going down, Pikachu! Use Thunderbolt again!
Here I have a coleslaw that I made. One side is with the rosemary extract, we shall call it Coleslaw A, and the other without rosemary extract we will be calling Coleslaw B.
24 hours later.
In the 24 hours benchmark, there isn't much difference on both sides of the coleslaw.
48 hours later.
Okay, now let's look at the 48 hours benchmark. As you can see, on Coleslaw A, not that much, there are more moles in Coleslaw B.
72 hours later.
We finally get to see a real comparison in Coleslaw A. There is only a small section of mole growing, but it is pretty obvious that there are moles surrounding Coleslaw B, therefore. So does this mean that rosemary extract succeeded as a champion of natural preservative? That I'll let you guys decide. But I do have to tell you, rosemary extract is widely used in a lot of bougie sauces and plant-based meat in the market nowadays. It does, however, come with an expensive tag, as this small bottle of rosemary extract cost me 20 ringgit for a mere 10 ml. So what do we learn from this? We learned that even with the advancement of food preservation, Mother Nature has a better way of helping us do better.
Does this mean that Mother Nature predicts that we will create chemical preservatives to combat food decay, but knows that we are flawed and decided that we are too dumb to solve this issue by ourselves? Therefore, it's giving us the solution in a common herb like rosemary, which is arguably used by us humans on a daily basis. I guess we will never know.
So, will you ever look rosemary the same again? What will you do about it? I don't know about you, but I think I had laid some interesting facts about the world. If you want to know more from this channel, do give this video a like and subscribe, as it really does help this channel to grow and discover more. I sincerely hope everyone had a great year ahead, and remember, to know more, you have to be more. Goodbye guys.